Do you think we'll ever get this airplane finished?
I think there might be hope.
We have a whole nother kit to get.
We got it.
What?
And sounds like it's on its way to us really, really soon. All started at about 2 a.m. one morning, before Christmas, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Amelia and I were just hanging out, not sleeping. And I think I had to wake you up.
You did wake me up. And for the first time, it wasn't to help with baby Amelia. It was go do something. So let's back up a little bit. What's going on in Van's world? Obviously, we all know about Van's Chapter 11 and them increasing the prices of the kits. So we were waiting our finished kit. I guess it happened a couple days before Christmas, December 20th. We got the email from Vans with our reorder offer. Ended up being about $4,000 more than what we had originally budgeted, which it's not a bad increase, but no brakes or wheels were included in that kit, which was something we were going to delete. So it's actually cost us a little bit more than $4,000, but 2 o'clock in the morning, we did want to be at the front of the line, so I rolled out of bed. You were feeding Miss Millie, and we went through the reorder process. It really wasn't that complicated. You read some terms and agreements, you look at the details of your kit that they kind of hand prepared for us, knowing that they're hand prepared for each builder. And then that results in a DocuSign being sent to you to kind of lock you into the new contract. At the time, there was no indication on when said kit would be ready to be shipped to us. So we were just blindly putting our faith in putting ourselves back in line.
Just hoping and praying that we would get one.
We were hopeful because this kit we originally ordered August of 2022.
Yeah.
So we've been
a year and a half in.
Yeah, we're pretty deep on that waiting list. Our original estimate before all this happened was December of 23, the kit was going to arrive to us. Then that got pushed to March or April. So I was hoping that
would help.
Place in line would help. On top of it, I wanted to be one of the first in our wave to sign the document as close as possible in case that order mattered at all in what order it went. Because when you went through the process, they actually indicated they had several kits, enough stock to ship a certain number of each kit. And I think there's 20 or 21 RV14 finished kits that they had stock for. So I was like, I want one. There was no indication of how they were going to prioritize sending those out. We were just hoping. Yes, I called Vans a couple times asking and letting them know that should our name come up, we're ready to pay right away.
We're ready to take shipment.
Yes. So it was just about a little over a week ago that we got the next email that said, we are ready for your final payment, which means we were within 60 days. I think the email said 4 to 6 weeks that they'd be ready to ship. When I talked to the kit team, they actually indicated that they were really busy shipping out a lot of kits, and there's a good chance that our kit would ship a lot sooner than the 4 to 6 weeks, maybe as soon as 2 weeks. So we forked over the payment. One of the great things is they're accepting credit cards. So I guess they asked for 32% more. They're willing to pay the credit card fee. So we were able to pay it quickly with our credit card, get a little cash back bonus, which we like our cash back on our credit cards. And in theory, the kit is being shipped to us.
I cannot wait to see it with my eyeballs for myself.
Here, do that inventory again. We love inventory.
Oh, yeah.
So
sure.
Then combine that with the laser cut part update. So I guess a little to talk about the engineering report on the laser cut parts, but I'll save that for a second. Part of them shipping kits, they're trying to save a little bit on both of our sides. And if any laser cut part replacements that we need, they're going to try to include it in our finished kit crate when it goes out. So back to the list of looking at all the parts on the list, the red, yellow, blue, greens, purples, polka dots, all those colors on the list. We've pretty much cleared the main wings section of our kit with the pictures that we sent to Vans Tech Support. They reviewed it. I'm not concerned about the main section at all. We had one flap gap fairing that is a part that shipped with the quick build wings that we'll put on later. It was laser cut. It did not look that bad. Before all this, I went ahead and went to the parts store and just ordered it. It was like 30, 40 bucks. I could have gotten a discount by waiting, but I kind of wanted it just to see the difference in the two parts. It was a part that was listed in green so that it was safe to use. But I figure if I had one part on this wing that I can tell was laser cut part, let's go ahead and replace it so we can say we did. So we did. The only thing that we still have any question on is the flaps and ailerons that were pre-built with the quick build wings. So I did email them back saying the only laser cut replacement I wanted, per their email they sent earlier that week, is ship me the parts to rebuild our own flaps and ailerons at our convenience. Whether we will or not is going to depend upon when we get the flaps and ailerons back from storage and we do a really deep inspection. But I figure we could rebuild those even after the airplane's flying. So it's good to have them on the shelf. It kind of sucks that the quick build team built it all for us and we may have to rebuild it, but I'm not really worried about it. We're builders. I still kind of think if I had it to do over again, we would have slow built our wings instead of quick build, but seems tedious, but not that bad.
But it's done. They're here.
Yep.
Moving on.
So then the engineering report for laser cut parts, and then even the kit planes interview that they did. It was I forgot all their names. There's the guy who runs was it Paul Dye, who runs kit planes. I didn't know he was a former NASA engineer who worked on the space shuttle program, and structural engineering and aerospace engineering on the space shuttle. He kind of knows a thing or two about how parts work.
Vic was on there.
It's funny when Vic Syracuse is participating in a conversation about laser cut parts and the quality of build, and he's the least experienced person on the call, that's a good group of people. And I guess the big news that came out of it is there's a big difference between manufactured cracks and stress cracks. And the whole concept of these manufactured cracks from the dimples fatiguing earlier kind of got debunked, if you would, that these stress cracks, they will form where they will form, however they want to form, and they don't care about those manufactured cracks that are there. So those stress cracks go right by these manufactured cracks with little difference on the punch parts or the laser cut parts. But I did like the one thing Vic Syracuse and a few of the others said on the call, just because that is true and has been proven by Vans testing and the external firms testing. Still follow best practices, still replace what you want, but if it's a choice of really digging deep and tearing your build apart to rebuild it just for one part, you're probably better off leaving it because that manufacturer crack will not be that impactful. So, but I think Vic kind of put it on the line, saying that he has no problem getting in a home-built airplane full of laser cut parts and participating in the first flight. And he's legitimately putting his life on the line with that statement. And if there's anybody who wouldn't, who'd be more cautious than that, would be a DAR who's helping out with first flights of Vans aircraft built by an amateur.
I'd say that's a pretty good source.
So my standpoint is do reasonable things to replace your laser cut parts, but build on. is really where we're at. So we're looking forward to getting this finish kit and getting back to building.
Back to building. We're still building.
Still building. It's been slower. So stay tuned for the next episode where we're going to talk a little bit about what we've done on this quick build wing since we've done it. And yes, I said wing, not wings. We only got one wing off the rack so far. But we got stuff done on it. It's pretty exciting. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching 14 Victor Echo.
See you next time.